Peace and high frequencies, everybody. Black Fit Witch, the dream oracle is here, darling. Yeah, girl. I'm silly. But anyway, I had some dream messages last night, and they were pretty interesting. And one of the dreams, I was on a plane and I was headed to this meeting. It was like this work meeting or some meeting with some other colleagues, and I had to go through Dallas to get to Ohio. Like, Ohio was the destination, but it was with these white colleagues, and it was like they were already there. I was on the plane, I was late, but I could see them in my mind's eye talking about me. Talking about how I wasn't there yet and all of that. And so I was thinking into it, and I was just like, wow. And then I had another message for somebody else, but I was really thinking about the dream realm and the visions and the information that's sent over, and even our intuitive nature and intuitive mind and discernment and intuition has so much value and weight. It's not so much about me giving you my perspective of what the dream realm was about for me last night on what I saw and received, but this message is more so of those of us who tap into various states of our consciousness and receive information, and not even just that, but just coming into self and knowing your abilities. All right, because some of us have different abilities. It may not be dream for you. It could be tarot reading. It could be astronomy, astrology. It could be scrying. It could be anything. You may receive messages when you do your tantra practices and rituals, meditation, yoga, martial arts, anything. Some people do palmistry, and they can just look at your palms and receive information. These are superpowers. We are superpower beings. We are gods. So we can utilize those powers that have been placed on us to know what's going on. And if it's not, and I'm gonna put it like this too, because sometimes we can be weighed down with various things going on in life. Of course, being a spiritual, angelic God being housed in a physical form is a prison state in one aspect of looking at it, because you're not free to move around, yet you are also confined by energy, emotions, spirits around you. So sometimes it can be conflicting on the messages that need to be received, all right, based on your circumstances or information you want to know about anything. It could be your finances, relationships, conflicts, work, career, education, what you should do now moving forward. It can be very difficult to receive those messages when you have other things going on in your life that is draining out one of those organs, chakra systems. So you're not able to really hone in and tap into that information as clearly as you would want to. The message is there, is coming up. You're receiving the information, but the clarity is not as, I would say, open as you need it to be, in order for you to not misconstrue it with your own emotions and feelings. So usually if you're connected, like within a coven, or you're connected with other spiritual beings, you can reach out, tap into their energy field, tap into their powers, and they can bring forth information. Another live video I did, and I took it down, deleted it, but I was talking about Gen V, the series that's on Prime, Amazon Prime, and how they all have these very superpowers. Most of them got them because their parents gave them compound V, which gave them these superhuman abilities. All right. But some of them have them innately, like they were just born like that because it was in their bloodline to be who they are. But some of them were created through this compound. But in the series, they all in this university. They get accepted. Only, the good ones, a lot of the beings that have taken compound V, but you have to get accepted to go to this university. Anyway, there's a group of them that have gotten together. They're like the elite of the school, like the top 10, who have these abilities that they've learned how to hone in on perfectly, and they work together to figure out a particular mission that's going on right now at that school. I'm saying this to say there are some top beings, within your group, within your area, within your state, city, neighborhood that you connect with, that you should connect with, that once you bring those powers together, you're able to really move forward on a mission. All right, you're really able to move forward on what your mission is here on this realm, because all of your collective powers together actually work for a higher cause. We talked about this on Witches and Warlocks when we were talking about cosmic partnerships, and Galactic Honey talked about the cosmic family. There's no reason, there's no just I work here, or I live here, or I'm in this relationship. We are all connected for a reason. Some people don't even know what their abilities are. And for those of us who are coming into a more of a conscious knowing of what we have as our abilities, not only can we help those who don't know, but one of the things that we really need to do is start drawing in and really focusing in, almost like laser focus into what your ability is, really streamline focus on that, what that ability is, and then start cultivating that, really cultivating what that is. Not trying to do everything and seeing somebody does this and they like it and you want to do this, or somebody listens to crystals and they receive messages here, or some people can scry, you want to try that. No. Hone in on what your abilities have been since you can remember as a little child. Hone in on that. That's why when I talk about dreams, I can go as far as 3 years old of dreams that I've had 40 years ago and talk about that dream. And then I really start to think about how that dream made me feel. How did it make me feel? What was I seeing? Why was I seeing this? Now that I'm older, I can really laser focus in on the dream. So when I share these dreams with y'all, it's not just, hey, I'm sharing these dreams. This is a journal for me as well to go back and listen to, because higher source consciousness gives me messages while I'm talking, as well as when I go through and listen to it again and relive the dream. Because while we're interpreting, doing an interpretation of what we may call the interpretation for that time, it can have a whole new meaning 5 years from now on what that message actually is. The dream realm and visions that are only received to you, that feeling, that energy, that intuition, discernment, is only that clear audience, all the clairs, clairvoyance, all the clairs is only specific to you, because only you are receiving that clarity that you are trying to convey to someone else, or you're trying to explain to them what it is that you saw or felt or received. So that's a very, very magical component of who we are that no one else can have or share with us. You can't share the visuals within a dream. You can't share discernment. Not in the exact way that you received it. You can only share it in a way that you try to formulate this limited structure of alphabet, of vowels and consonants that go together in order for you to come up with a way to really get that message out there. I got somebody from work calling. I got to cut this message off short. But if I'm drawn to share more, I'll come back on later. Thank you all.